inputs and controls. Take care. Bye.
So that was it. Hello, everyone. And there, the other video was ended. Actually, this live is not supposed to go live until 4 minutes, so let's wait a bit. Yes, I'm home. Hello again, everyone. Long time since last time. Right. So we're gonna do the winners of the giveaway. I also want to take up some things about my two things that have been troubling me that I fixed, so that I need to address. But we'll take the winners first. I sound older now. It's a whole week older. I think I recorded that last week, yeah. This week has taken a toll on me. Yeah, great. The dual VCAs, yeah. Hope you get them working well. I heard a lot of people who have made them and it works well. Mine, I'm not fully satisfied with mine. I don't even think it is plugged in right now. I'm reordering the rack, so trying to make space for all the new modules. So I have all the yellow panels down here right now. So that's why. Oh, it is connected, but a lot of stuff isn't connected right now. Yeah, thanks, Lawrence. I'm happy that you're all making modulars and not waiting 20 years like me. Or maybe you have waited 20 years. Then I'm happy that we're all finally building modulars again, instead of just thinking about it. Two more minutes. Let's not wait 2 more minutes. We're enough here. They can watch the replay. So we're gonna do the winners of the giveaway. Here's the camera. So a kit and a fully populated module. And the way I do it, I pick 2 winners. The first winner gets to pick which of the, if he wants the kit or if he wants a pre-built one, and then the runner-up gets whatever the first winner doesn't want. So just to make sure that I don't cheat, I have done like this. On this side right here is the Rafflecopter page with just a tiny slice of it that will just show the image of the winner or the first part of it and not his or hers email address. So I won't give that out to the whole world. That would be maybe not so great. But anyway, so 21:45. Now we definitely can pick the winner. So I press this button here, add a random winner, and I think we have 180 something entries. So you should have good odds, like better odds than 1 in 100. I don't know if you say less odds or higher odds. Whatever. Better odds than 1 to 100. So you have more than 1% chance of winning. And first winner is Dude. Dude. He's a winner. And yeah, from Poland. Hey, cool. So if you're online right now, congratulations. If not, I'll email you shortly after this. So the second winner is Sebastian Johansson. That doesn't count. You can have a mixer. If you're watching, you can have a mixer, but this doesn't count. This is not cheating. You're gonna get a mixer. Don't worry. But let's add another one. So we have 3 mixers today. So the 2 ones will get a mixer, and the third one gets also a mixer. I have mixers lying around. I'll get to that in a minute. So the third winner then is Mattias Pettersson. Well, that was a Swedish name in Austria. Mattias Pettersson. I think I know who that is. And he does not live in Austria. Well, so the 3 winners, Dude, Sebastian, and Matthias. Congratulations. Yeah, sorry Ed, not you. Good. Which brings me to the mixers. You don't have to see me twice. So I had 7 mixers, and I only have 6 mixers because we gave away another one. So I'll put these in the shop, also straight after this. But there are a few things. This one works perfectly as a mixer, as just a mixer. But I don't know if I've talked about this to the public or if I just talked about this to the Patreons. I forget sometimes. But I have in the works also an expander. So instead, like I've had these mixers in my modular for quite some time, and there's 5 inputs, which is quite good for a modular mixer, but you run out, and then you add another mixer, and then you route the output from the first mixer to from the second mixer to the first mixer, and then the first mixer is just a mixer for all the mixers you have, and it's just a bunch of channels that become lost. And so what I've done is I've made a mixer expander which has another 7 channels, because you can, I don't know how well you can see this. I should have a PCB somewhere, or we can take this out. I'll take this out in a bit. So you have 7 more channels that you on the backside can connect to the ASMR mixer. So you have 12 channels in one mixer instead, which is good because takes less space for loads and loads of channels. But the version that I put in the shop now doesn't have a dedicated, or it has a dedicated, but it's the wrong one. There's an error in the silk screen in the PCB, so you can't connect the expander quite as easy. The expander isn't ready yet, so you can't. Anyway, so if you only want the mixer, you can go and buy this one. And also, there are no connections for the decoupling caps and smoothing caps. I forgot that. Many of you have said that my modules often lack that, which they do, and so did this one. So I send the components along, but you need to solder them to the legs of other components. So if you don't mind all that DIY extra fiddling, then there will be a few mixers. And then I'll fix these errors, of course, and get a few more of the next version in the shop in the coming weeks. And also there will be a video, hopefully, yeah, so that will probably be next week's video of how to solder this together, which will also be have to do another video then when the real version comes. Yeah, lots of stuff with that. So, but anyway, the reason for all this is that I've had loads of trouble with the expander, and I had a very good conversation with someone on the Facebook Synth DIY community, which helped me really a lot to understand that the first prototype or first way I built this, I didn't build a expander mixer, I built an antenna, which is not good to have in a modular unless you want to have a radio input, which is a fun input, which we'll do in the coming weeks / in this day. But in a mixing situation you don't want an antenna, so that's why. So with his help I fixed this, and now it works like a charm. I'll take this out in a minute. It doesn't look as good, but if I take this out I need a screwdriver. I had a screwdriver here before. Anyway, the other module that has been bugging me, wait, I'm just gonna check the chat. Well, she was probably thinking of another mixer, right, Bass? Lots of mixing going on, yes, indeed. Extra fiddling is the best part. Well, then this is the kit for you. Yes, the touch module, Ed. You know that because of some reason. That's the next module I'm going to make. It's the touch module, and I will go through how you. I've sent this out to a few people as just because, and yeah, and I'll go through that in the next. That's the next module I'm going to make. I'll show you what it looks like. Since you asked. My bag of goodies. Here it is. Spoiler alert, just so you know. This is actually for the next video. But so here's, I just made a panel, so it's just 4 touch panels and 4 outputs for those. Oh, it's in my store. Yeah, it's for, because sometimes Tindy is quite slow to put things up, and I thought I might as well put it in the store, so I have it there for when I have do that video. Why do DIY if you don't want to fiddle? Right. Heat blue, what? Touch like them. I don't actually know what the microphone is. Isn't that a piezo on the backside or something that you touch it and it creates artifacts? I think this one is more like, instead of buttons, like you should have a touch pads for playing or something like that. So next module to make. But the other module that has been bugging me, that it didn't feel right, that's the Baby 8, and the schematics and the one I built, just try to explain a schematics in words, but the output from the 4017 goes to a diode, which then goes to a potentiometer, which is connected to the output of the 4017 through the diode on one side, ground on the other side, and then the output is then just summed together, which then becomes the CV signal. And it felt, so the diode is supposed to make it so they don't interfere with each other, but it felt like they did interfere with each other, or they did. So I tuned all the ones, and then when I came down here, it all started to act really weird. And that is of course because all the potentiometers are connected to ground and then summed, which means that the signal will go back through the potentiometer with the lowest value on it and to ground, and that will just destroy the whole sequence. So I moved the diodes, or added another diode on the after each of these potentiometers, and now it's much easier to tune them, and they hold the tune much better. So yeah, so that's what I did yesterday with my Patreons. I sat and did a interesting thing there. I'm just gonna get a I'll show you this, and then we'll take out the expander and mixer as well, so you can see that, because I really wanted to address these two things. That was the two things that was on my mind. I did this all nice and clean yesterday, and now I'm breaking it already. That's the thing with modular. So what I did yesterday was I cut all the traces on the PCB, and these are all diodes that I added afterwards. It looks like a mess, but it works a charm. And I know that someone asked me to get these panels in the shop as well, and I might do that, but I want them to work really well first, says he who just explained all the errors in his most recent product in the store. But this one, I haven't been satisfied, but now with this change, and also the pots is all turned the wrong way, so I have to fix that as well. But after those two things are fixed, I might add these to the shop as well. Yeah. And the mixer. So it's just so you can see, because I thought the mixer could only be just add more channels along the same line, and that's where it turned into an antenna. And instead, because I didn't want to have any active parts in the expander, but that is not possible, and that's the reason for it not working. So this new one, I actually had to use one of my small SMD to through-hole adapters as a on board there, because I didn't have any TL071 as through-hole. So by adding this one over here, this one now works, and this is what it looks like when you have them all there. So you have 5 channels and then 7 more channels and just a white slate where you can write whatever number or indication you'd like. But that comes in a while. I've seen 2 other people release a similar module. Really? That is amazing. You too. Who more? Who did more release? The guitar module, I guess. Or do you mean the mixer module? I don't know. Piezo, you can touch and scratch. Yeah. That's also cool. And that... don't give me more ideas, Bass, because that would also be nice. I have piezo on my to-do list, but that was more like a drum pad, actually, to get drums into it. Yeah. And MIDI to CV converter, I know I get that question a lot, and I won't do that in this week because MIDI to CV you need a microcontroller, and I know that I used a microcontroller in the last episode, but I will do all this. I will work a lot with MIDI probably once we get into the Arduino week, which is the plan forward. So I have this week for the more advanced analog circuits or the things that I didn't do in the first week, and then this one, and then in the 3rd or 4th, I don't know, we'll see. No, 3rd week, it will be 3rd week. I'll do Arduino, and there's lots of really interesting stuff you can do with Arduino. So yeah, MIDI to CV is coming, but it's a long time in the future. Yeah, triggers, that's what the microphony is. The touch panel, oh really? 2 people on a forum that I follow put them out. Interesting. Well, good to have lots of options. This is just the thing I do. I will do the same project that Synth DIY guy did, and he etched his own panel, and you can do it with just tinfoil. Just put a couple of tinfoil sheets on a panel, and you will get a fun your own DIY touch panel. I did these just to make it easy for anyone who'd like to have a touch kind of panel. So yeah. Do you have any more questions or any answers? I need answers. There's a difference in the ground in this one and these two. These two are fine, and this one I have a potential error. I don't know why. It's actually moving around, so if anyone can answer that question, that would be nice. Or else if you have any question, I can answer. So yeah, I noticed that today when I was moving things around, and plug some things in, and some things work and some things don't. Some things work together, I should say, and some things don't. Yeah, you too, you used, what do you say, 12 volt modular power, I guess. He used a 9 volt battery, Sintai Y guy, but I mean, it's just 3 volt difference, so it works totally fine with 12 volts as well. And it's not very harmful. Well, then the next episode will be repetition for you. Right, so no more questions, I guess. Yeah, I have nothing more to say either. I've said what I wanted to say, I think. Baby 8 issues, ASMR and Amex issues, ASMR winners. Yeah, that was on my list. So now I have to see if I can find that ground problem. Floating ground thingy. Yeah. So thanks for watching again. When will you begin your Arduino week? Yeah, we're on day, so we're coming up to day 14 before we're done here, and I have a lot of modules on day 11 and 12, and then 13, 14, maybe not so much, I don't know, but it will be a couple of months before I do that. It will be months before I do, yeah, I know. Modular in a week maybe wasn't a well thought out series name for a series that would be longer than a week, but hey, so anyway, it will be a couple of months in the future. Sorry for that, but that's how it is. Yeah, thanks for watching again. Take care, everyone, and bye.